Well, this was the first kettlebell workout of the year. A little bit depressing. First time I've done any since August. The ceiling in my basement is way too low to do any overhead work, so I normally do powerlifting stuff all through the winter. I try to work in a couple days of kettlebell in the summertime each week. Started out with 30s, worked up to 40s and then 50s. And then on the kettlebell presses, I made an attempt at the 80, but it's going to be a few weeks before I can do too well with that. I'm going to try mainly double kettlebell work this year instead of single. But this being the first day, though, I wanted to make sure I could kind of get a little bit of my coordination down, which I need to work on that for a couple of weeks again. It's funny, got really good at it towards the end of the year last year, and now it's just like I've started off fresh, like I never did it before, but we'll get better at it. Didn't even attempt the 80s on the snatches. No way I could have gotten it. Maybe I could have gotten one if I'm lucky, but the 50s definitely felt heavy enough I wasn't even going to try it. So it's pretty amazing. Just a month ago, I did a max on deadlifts and squats. Did over 500 pounds on both. So you think that 40 or 50 pound kettlebell would be pretty light, but they definitely aren't. It's definitely something, if you haven't incorporated in your training, you might want to do. I don't know if I'd do it year round. Actually, if I had a higher ceiling in my basement, I probably would do at least some of it year round. But definitely all through the summer, I'll be working kettlebell work in with my regular powerlifting. I'll probably forego my dynamic effort day on the squat, deadlift, and benches and just do kettlebell work instead, even though it doesn't necessarily transfer over. As time goes on, I'll definitely build speed by doing this. Next workout I do with kettlebells, I'm going to do swings and probably kettlebell front squats, going deep and exploding fast up. That would be somewhat equivalent to, say, dynamic effort box squats. But I guess other observations looking back at the footage on this, it's amazing how fat I got over the winter. Seemed like I gained weight every winter. This winter is worse than most, which I could see it on the scales. I'm weighing 248 now. Usually, and the most winters, I'm usually about 238 to 240, so I'm about 10 pounds over what I normally am. By the end of the summer, I'll be down to probably 225, 230, and I won't look near as fat, but even then, I seem to always carry an awful lot of weight around my waist, even when I was in my best shape. But 43 years old, heading towards 44, working 70 hours a week, I guess I'm never going to really be a optimal lifter, but hey, just keep on working at it, and maybe someday I'll be strong. Alright, that's it.